where they were, because they were always meeting the right people. I've never had an administrator not stop when they see one of my assistant coaches and introduce themselves. And that makes such a difference to every coach that's out there. That's how you recruit kids. It's not because you do something special, you have more of this or you have more of that. It's about the people that are there. So I think that's the #1 thing, that our student athletes recruit each other. The other thing that's really important, and I'm not saying this because God knows I was challenged enough in the classroom for everybody, but our people that are here challenge our kids in many ways. Some of it has to do with the student organization, some of it has to do with athletics, some of it has to do with economics and management. And you take people like the Sweeneys and the Comerfords of the world, they're always there for you. They're there to guide you. They're there to kick your rump when you need it to. And as coaches, it makes our job that much easier when you have that kind of thing. And the other thing is that quite honestly, we get pretty good players. So you need some pretty good players. And that's all down through the years. And to the older table sitting back in the left corner and the younger table to the right corner, you need good players to be able to do the things that we've done here. I'll say this, as Coach Davis's team will be taking their own journey. I have one story to tell tonight that I had to say, and it was a good, clean one, and it was one I could say that you have to have fun. And maybe that's something that there's times I didn't have fun with the game, maybe some whatever personality flaw or whatever. There's times I didn't have fun. But man, I sure had fun with Leslie and Barry and O'Brien and those guys. And I say to this team that's here, have fun with this. One of the guys that we had the most fun with, he's not here tonight. He's the only guy I'm going to tell a story about because he's special to all of us in here, including the community. So I bring this up. Tommy Thompson's not here tonight. Nate's done a great job of connecting. We've been calling people. We've talked to everybody. I can't wait to share it with Coach when we're done. But I'll tell you one story. When we were playing, guys, not to sound like my father, but we didn't have videos and things to look at. When we went to play somebody, sometimes you were seeing them for the first time because you never got to see how big they were size. So we're in Davis Gym and they have a little section over there. We used to have a half-hour scout from Tommy Thompson. And Tommy would come in with his scouting report and he'd read it to you. We didn't give it to us and we didn't have discs or anything. It was just a piece of paper and had a couple names on it. So at that time we would go to Pittsburgh and play Pittsburgh, and then we played Carnegie Mellon. Because you were out there for 2 games, you were hoping you came back with a split. I guess that was Coach's idea, because you knew you were going to have trouble with Pittsburgh. So I never forget these, and I tell these to this day, and I forget my kids' names sometimes, but these stories I can tell forever because they're all hysterical. Tommy Thompson comes in, and the whole team is there, and we are serious as a heartbeat. Tommy Thompson comes in with his sheet, and he said, he said, guys, we got our hands full on Saturday. Now, we already gone over Pittsburgh, and now we have to go over Carnegie Mellon. He says, on Saturday night, Coach, only in sports can this is a true story as this whole thing develops, only in sports. He said, Coach, or guys, we're playing a law firm on Saturday night. We got Hofmeister, Hobart, and Huffnagel. That's the front line for Carnegie Mellon. You know, so we're all sitting there, we're like, kind of like, wow, you know, like, come on, Coach T, give us a break with this, you know. No, that's the group, and they can play. So like we all do, we took them for granted. You know, we went out, we played Pitts to a bear. We did beat them, but we had a tough game, and probably Bob or Albert or somebody bailed us out. So fast forward about 30 years, and I'm out in Pittsburgh, and there's a guy named Vic Siegels who's the AD at Long Beach State, and he's a Carnegie Mellon grad, so he said, come on, how about going to the Pittsburgh game with me? We're playing Long Beach. So he said, we're going to go out and we're going to have some dinner. So we went out, we're sitting at dinner, and these guys, a couple of his buddies sit down, and we're sitting down and introducing us, and we're talking. We all say our first name, who cares? You know, we're just Joe and Fred and whatever. And we start going around, and I say, hey, we played Carnegie Mellon one time. The one guy was Hofmeister. So we roll on the floor. I said, man, you were a law firm. He said, I never went to law school. I said, well, all of our guys thought you did. So they're the things that you're going to get to enjoy over time. These stories get embellished. They get better and better all the time, but you'll enjoy them for years to come. Coach, again, congratulations, John and Tim and you guys. Wonderful job.